Hello my loves, it's Liz Ann here from Pie Vibes Life, helping you make the rest of your life the best of your life. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. So I wanted to answer a question that comes up a lot with people who take antidepressants. And is it, should I get off of them? Should I quit taking my antidepressants? So before I move on, I just want to do a quick disclaimer. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't prescribe. I don't tell people to get off medications. That's not my place. And that's not what this video is about. This video is to address the struggle that goes on with people about whether or not they should be taking antidepressants and whether or not they should be off it by now. My short answer is no, don't get off of it. But it is a very personal decision and it's something that you need to talk to your doctor about. But I really want to address the whole idea of why are you struggling with it to begin with? So is it because your quality of life has gone down since you've been on it? Is it because there's side effects that really bother you with it? Or is it because you've given it some kind of a meaning that really you don't need to be attaching to taking antidepressants? And those are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. Why do you want to get off it? Why do you feel like that this is a struggle staying on your antidepressant medication? Some people say, I just don't want to be one of those people that take a ton of medication by the time I'm older. Well, number one, you got to ask yourself, are you one of those people right now, right? Is it, are you taking 2 or 3 other pills, and is that such a bad thing? Is it helping you? And if it is, then you're not one that takes 20 pills, you're one that takes 4 pills. And why would you need to take 20 pills more later? It's just like kind of putting it back into perspective and realizing that that's just a worry, something in the future that you really don't even want to put your focus on. You want to put your focus more on just being healthy and being happy and feeling good. The other thing is just really making peace with the idea that you take your antidepressant. And the best way to do that is by being thankful that it is available to you. Like for myself, I have to take 3 different blood pressure medications, but prior to taking 3 of them, I used to take 2. And for years, I suffered horrible migraines. And I had to have special prescription just to even get relief from those. And I was hospitalized at one point because I could not get the migraine under control, and my blood pressure was out of control as well. And during this hospital stay, they had a hard time getting my migraine under control, even with IV medications. And so I was sent to see a cardiologist afterwards. And the cardiologist found that my heart was fine, but he did adjust my blood pressure medications and he gave me an extra blood pressure. So now I'm on 3. Night and day with my migraines. I mean, I get a headache once in a while. I can take a couple aspirin and that headache's gone. Sometimes I don't even have to take a couple aspirin. I just move around and the headache goes away. I do not pace the floors anymore. I'm not getting them, 25 days out of the month, which I was before. It's just night and day. And in the beginning, when I had 3 medications to take, I felt like that. I felt like, gosh, this is a lot of medication. I don't want to be like, getting older and be like one of these ones that have 20 medications. I went through all that and I just had to make peace. And I started saying, you know what? I'm just thankful that I don't have these headaches anymore and that this is working. This is something that is working for me. And if, at some point I get healthy enough or something shifts in my health and I'm able to come down off the blood pressure medication and still not revert back into these migraines, and that'll be wonderful. And I always hope for that. But if that never happens, and if I'm on this medication the rest of my life and it helps me the rest of my life, I'm going to be thankful for that. And I made peace with those medications. And it's the same thing with antidepressant medications. You just need to make peace with the idea of taking them by being thankful that it takes the edge off your depression. Because think of what it would be like if you did not have them. You would never find that relief. it's hard enough, even if you're going through therapy and working through things that might have contributed to your depression, right? It's hard to go through therapy. It's hard to go back and try to work through these things and the memories and the stress. It's hard, and having that antidepressant takes the edge off of it. And so be thankful. You're on it for a reason, and if it's helping you and it's not degrading other areas of your life, then I would just make peace with it and just be thankful that that's something that you have. Now, having said that, if it is something that you really do want to wean yourself off of, number one, talk to your doctor about it. Let them know. Number two, get on Google and research the medication you take and what it is that it does. So Google, how does this medication, blah, 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 work in the body? What does it do? And then it might be something as simple as it helps with the uptake of, or the production of serotonin, or the uptake of serotonin, or something like that. When you find out what the medication does, then Google search natural ways to do the same thing. Make sure you target what the medication is doing and not just what are natural ways to fight depression. You can search that as well and incorporate those into your life. But specifically, research how to do the same thing the medication is doing, but naturally. And then maybe start incorporating some of those things into your life and working with your doctor and get to a place where you can start weaning yourself off the medication. But the most important thing I want you to get out of this video is to make a commitment to yourself that you are going to quit attaching any meaning to taking antidepressants. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you're a drug addict. It doesn't mean that you're dependent on something so that you could be happy. It doesn't mean that you're bad because you can't overcome your depression. It doesn't mean that you're going to be an old person that takes thousands of medications. It means nothing. The only meaning that you need to give it is that it's helping you right now to feel better. And that's all that we want, any of us, is to feel better, to be happier, and to live a more abundant life. So I hope this has been helpful, and if it has, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up right below and to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and to hit the bell. And if you know anybody that struggles with antidepressants, maybe goes off of them, goes back on them, or just talks to you about it, how they want to get off, and you feel like this would be a helpful video for them, please share it with them. I appreciate your comments below and the struggles that you've had with depression, with taking antidepressant medications, and especially if you've struggled with things such as, it has affected other areas of your life, and other reasons other than the meaning that you might be given it. If there's real legit reasons why you are wanting to get off of antidepressants other than because it makes you look at yourself in a lesser light. Quit looking at yourself in a lesser light. You're a beautiful human being. We all have struggles in different areas of our lives. One person's struggle might not be depression. It might be communication with their spouse. Another person's struggle might be anger issues. Another person's struggle might be weight issues. It doesn't matter. We're all human, and we're all living from hindsight, and we're all trying to figure this thing called life out and to be happier. So have a little compassion on yourself, and I hope this has been helpful, and you guys have a great day, and sending you much love. Bye-bye.